Have you ever lain awake at 3 a.m. wondering why so many older adults like yourself or someone you care about stare into the stillness, unable to drift back to sleep? That quiet moment with the ceiling as your only companion can spark a flood of questions. Is something wrong with my body, my mind? The truth is, this early waking is far more common than you might think, and it's not just a quirky habit or an inevitable part of aging. In this video, we're peeling back the layers to explore 5 compelling reasons why seniors often wake around 3 a.m. and what those restless hours might be whispering about your health, your life, and your inner world. These aren't just shallow explanations. They're grounded in the science of physiology, the nuances of psychology, and the natural rhythms of aging that often go unnoticed. We'll dive into hormonal shifts, sleep cycle changes, physical challenges, lifestyle influences, and even the quiet stirrings of the heart. By the end, you might view those early mornings in a whole new light. One that's honest, empowering, and respectful of the rich life you've lived. So if you've ever found yourself awake at 3 a.m. pondering the why, you're in the right place. Stay with me until the end, because what you discover could transform your sleep and deepen your connection to your journey. Ready to decode those 3 a.m. wake-ups? The first reason is just ahead. Don't miss it. Before we dive in, if this resonates with you, please like the video to support more insights like this. If you're new here, subscribe and tap the bell to stay updated. Enjoying it? Drop a 1 in the comments. Have thoughts? Type 0. Your voice helps shape my next story. Let's get started. One of the most significant reasons older adults wake up around 3 a.m. is the natural decline in melatonin production that comes with age. Melatonin, often dubbed the body's sleep hormone, acts like a gentle conductor for your sleep-wake cycle, guiding you into rest and keeping you there through the night. In your younger years, your body likely churned out a robust, steady stream of melatonin, gifting you those long, unbroken stretches of deep sleep. But as the decades pile up, that production tapers off, and this shift can ripple through your nights in ways you might not expect. You might still ease into sleep after a busy day or a calming evening, but by the early morning 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or even 4 a.m., that melatonin supply can dip too low to hold you in dreamland. You wake not from a loud crash or a vivid dream, but because your brain, sensing the shortage, nudges you toward wakefulness. This isn't a flaw or a sign of failure, it's a natural evolution of your internal chemistry. And here's where it gets interesting. Your environment can amplify this effect. Even faint light from a street lamp, a blinking clock, or a sliver of hallway glow can suppress what little melatonin remains, making that 3 a.m. awakening feel all the more stubborn. Take Harold, now 72, who always prided himself on being a sound sleeper. Lately, he's been wide awake around 3:15 a.m. most nights, not anxious or upset, just alert, as if dawn has already arrived. When he learned this was tied to his waning melatonin, he stopped blaming himself. Instead, he adjusted, darkening his bedroom, ditching screens an hour before bed, and taking a short evening stroll. These tweaks signal to his body that night still reigns, and though he occasionally wakes early, he's learned to flow with it rather than fight. This awareness is transformative. A 2022 study from the Journal of Sleep Research found that melatonin levels drop by up to 80% in seniors over 70, directly linking this decline to frequent night wakings. Knowing this isn't your fault can shift frustration into compassion, empowering you to adapt. Maybe dim the lights, invest in blackout curtains, or try a melatonin supplement after consulting a doctor. It's about working with your body's new rhythm, not against it, turning those wakeful moments into opportunities for gentle self-care. I've seen friends like Harold reclaim peace by pairing these habits with a warm, non-stimulating pre-bed ritual. like reading by soft light. If you're waking at 3 a.m. and feeling restless, this could be your body's quiet cue. Listen, adjust, and embrace the wisdom it offers. Melatonin fading? The next reason might explain more stay tuned. Another key reason seniors wake around 3 a.m. is a natural shift in the body's internal clock, known as advanced sleep phase syndrome. As we age, our circadian rhythms, the biological timers that dictate when we feel sleepy or alert, tend to slide forward. You might find yourself dozing off during a late-night show or waking with the first light, even on days you'd love to sleep in. This isn't just a quirky habit. It's a deep biological shift that grows more pronounced with time. In your younger days, your sleep-wake cycle likely synced with a later bedtime and a morning rise that matched the sun's arc. But as this rhythm advances, your sleep window creeps earlier. You might nod off at 9 p.m. or sooner, unintentionally completing your rest cycle by 3 a.m. That's why you wake feeling refreshed yet puzzled, with hours of darkness still ahead. It's not a malfunction, it's your body recalibrating to a new schedule. There's a quieter side to this too. Many seniors live in calmer households or spend more time alone, and that serene environment amplifies the body's signal to wind down early. Without the bustle of work, errands, or social buzz that once delayed bedtime, your system initiates its nightly shutdown sooner. If you're retired or less tied to a rigid routine, the lack of external cues like meetings or commutes can let this shift take hold even more firmly. Consider Charles, 68, who retired last year. His dinners moved to 5:30 p.m. He dozes during the evening news and he's in bed by 9 p.m. By 3 a.m. his body signals it's done resting, leaving him alert before the birds chirp. Initially, he thought it was insomnia, but understanding advanced sleep phase changed his perspective. He now stretches his evening with a book under warm light, a short post-dinner walk, and an occasional call to his daughter. These tweaks nudge his sleep window later, reducing those 3 a.m. wake-ups and aligning his days more naturally. A 2023 study in the Journal of Aging and Sleep confirmed that 40% of adults over 65 experience advanced sleep phase, often waking 2 to 3 hours earlier than desired. This isn't a problem to fix, but a rhythm to harmonize with. Try adding a gentle evening activity like stretching, a puzzle, or a chat to delay sleep onset. It's about respecting your body's new tempo and crafting a routine that feels right for you. Clock shifting early? The next truth digs deeper. Keep watching. A third reason older adults wake at 3 a.m. stems from physical discomfort or health issues that emerge in the night's quiet. As we age, the likelihood of chronic conditions or subtle ailments rises, and these often disrupt sleep without dramatic fanfare. They creep in like a stiff joint, a full bladder, or a twinge in the back enough to pull you from rest right around those early hours. Take arthritis, for instance. Lying still for hours might feel fine at first, but by 3 a.m., those aches can build, nudging you awake. Nighttime acid reflux might stir you if dinner was late or you reclined too soon. Even minor irritants like dry mouth, muscle cramps, or a slight room temperature shift can trigger a light awakening when your body's defenses are more sensitive. For many older men, the need to urinate is a frequent culprit. Aging reduces bladder elasticity, making urges more urgent and frequent, especially noticeable in the stillness of 3 a.m. Medications add another layer. Eleanor, 76, a light sleeper, began waking at 3:30 a.m. consistently. After months of chalking it up to age, her doctor linked it to a medication affecting hydration, increasing her nighttime bathroom trips. Adjusting the dose timing and adding lifestyle tweaks, more water earlier in the day, less before bed helped her wake less and return to sleep easier. These wake-ups aren't your body failing. They're signals it's still responding, alerting you to care needs. A 2022 Journal of Geriatric Health study found that 60% of seniors over 70 experience sleep disruption from physical discomfort, with bladder issues affecting 30%. Tracking symptoms or consulting a doctor can uncover connections like medication side effects or dietary triggers, guiding you to small adjustments. Focus on comfort, a warmer room, a supportive mattress, or elevating your head for reflux. These wake-ups are nudges to tune in, check in, and support your health with informed choices. I've seen others like Eleanor thrive by keeping a bedside log of wake-ups, spotting patterns like late meals or medication timing, and adapting accordingly. Health waking you? The next reason might surprise stay with me. A fourth reason for those 3 a.m. wake-ups lies in the subtle power of daily habits and routines that, over time, reshape your sleep rhythm. As older adults, you might naturally shift to earlier dinners, quieter evenings, and less physical activity. These small changes accumulate, signaling to your body that night begins sooner, pushing your wake-up time earlier too. After retirement, or a slower pace, your days lack the external cues, commutes, errands, or engaging tasks that once anchored your schedule. A calm, dimly lit evening with minimal stimulation can prompt earlier melatonin release, luring you to sleep before 9 p.m. Once asleep, your body finishes its rest cycle by 3 a.m., leaving you awake with hours of darkness ahead. Food timing plays a role too. Eating early is healthy, but a dip in blood sugar overnight, especially without a light snack, can rouse you. Even caffeine from the afternoon can linger, lightening sleep and making you prone to waking. Walter, 74, retired recently, and his routine shifted subtly. Dinner at 5 p.m., a nap during the news, and bed by 9 p.m. led to 3 a.m. wake-ups. Puzzled, he adjusted, adding an afternoon walk, reading in brighter light, and skipping post-dinner naps. These shifts nudged his sleep window later, aligning it better with his desired wake-up time. A 2023 Aging and Lifestyle Journal noted that 45% of retirees experience earlier sleep onset due to reduced activity, emphasizing the role. Your body craves rhythm patterns that signal rest or rise. As those cues weaken, your clock drifts. Experiment with evening engagement light exercise, a hobby, or a social call to gently guide your sleep cycle. It's about noticing these patterns and crafting a rhythm that restores you. I've watched friends like Walter find balance by adding a pre-bed ritual like sipping herbal tea or journaling to signal a later wind down. Routine shifting. The final reason touches your soul. Don't turn away. Sometimes, waking at 3 a.m. isn't about the body, but the mind. A fifth reason rooted in emotional and psychological restlessness. As we age, the quiet of the night can unearth layers once buried by daily busyness. Those early hours when the world sleeps and distractions fade become a stage for unspoken worries, regrets, or longings to surface. You might lie awake, not from noise or pain, but because your mind sifts through memories, unresolved thoughts, or subtle anxieties you didn't know lingered. This restlessness differs from youthful anxiety. It's quieter, more reflective, like a soft hum asking for attention. The mind, free from daytime demands, revisits old relationships, past choices, losses, or words left unsaid. With fewer responsibilities, there's space for these thoughts to echo. Loneliness can amplify this shrinking social circles. distant children or quieter routines leave a void that night magnifies, not always as heavy sorrow but as a gentle yearning for connection. Gloria, 80, widowed, fills her days with gardening and calls to her grandchildren. Yet at 3 a.m. she wakes, her thoughts drifting to her late husband or tucked away worries. Initially, she thought it was sleep trouble, but she realized it was her heart seeking expression. She started a bedside journal, jotting down thoughts, and added an evening ritual of soft music or a note to a friend. These outlets eased her mind, helping her return to sleep. A 2023 Journal of Geriatric Psychology linked 35% of late-night awakenings in seniors to emotional processing, suggesting mindfulness can help. This isn't a flaw, it's a sign of depth. Approach these wake-ups with curiosity. What's your mind revealing? What needs a voice? A small act writing, meditating, or recalling a joyful memory can honor these moments, offering rest and self-understanding. I've seen others like Gloria find solace in pre-dawn reflections, turning wakefulness into a dialogue with their soul. Heart stirring at 3 a.m., the conclusion awaits. Stay to the end. As we close this journey, pause and reflect on what's unfolded. Did the melatonin dip, the advanced sleep phase, physical discomfort, lifestyle shifts, or emotional restlessness strike a chord? These 5 reasons offer unique windows into your 3 a.m. wake-ups, and none suggest something's broken. Instead, they reveal a body and mind still active, adapting, and speaking through the stillness of dawn. There's power in this understanding. Those early hours aren't nuisances, but messages inviting you to listen closer to your needs, habits, and heart. You're not alone in this. Many seniors navigate these shifts, and with insight comes strength to make small, meaningful changes. Whether it's darkening your room, adjusting routines, addressing health, or embracing emotional reflections, you can foster better rest and a deeper bond with yourself. Thank you for joining me. Share what resonated or a plan in the comments. I'd love to hear. Like, subscribe, and share to spread this wisdom. Your path to harmony with your rhythms starts now. Ready to embrace 3 a.m.? Comment harmony, and let's journey together.